Stories between strangers. This one comes to you as part of a healing session that I received only on Friday, last weekend, at the beginning of last weekend, and it was a beautiful chiropractic session I've received from my beautiful brother Andrew from Wave of Life Chiropractor up in Byron Bay. So giving him a shout out if you are into releasing the trauma, the wounds held within your body, what we collect. Our body collects so much and holds so much. So if you are into that, ready to do that, please do check him out. So this one is rather real and raw. It was written the day after the session. So here we go. As I wake up slowly post my most ever amazing chiro session with my fellow Scorpio brother Andrew from Wave of Life Chiro, giving him another shout out. And my body feels like I have been lifting weights all day. My movement is slow, extra, super slow. All from a few breaths using the muscles of my body. Somatic, energetic, held and guided by Andrew. My arms, my legs, every inch of my body is sore as she was able to finally feel safe enough to release what she was holding on to. Right before my session, my sister and I went for a wee walk through the Arakwal National Park to greet my beloved ocean. My happy place. Oh, I've got it here in my mouth. Gone. Done. All part of storytelling, right? As we started to walk, I stepped on the mud, a little bit of mud, and therefore thought, oh, no, I slipped. I didn't step, I slipped. And thought, okay, I need to ground. I fell on my ankle, on my right ankle too. So I was like, what am I shifting from my masculine side? Remove my Berkeys and off we can continue to trek. So then only a few meters later, I fell on my bum, on my right side of the bum too. And I thought, and I shared this with my sister, wow, I love, is it love? Never. Oh, that's right. I shared with my sister, wow, I have never been greeted like this, to quickly shift. All my previous healing trips to Byron have been slow and fuck. Clearly my ego is now getting inserted to go, this needs to be perfect, but it's not. This is stories between strangers. Okay. As all my previous healing trips to Byron have been slow, as I've stayed 1 to 2 weeks, this cycle was 2 days. So it's like, she's here, we need to accelerate. And boy, was it accelerated. I have never been so pissed off or angry at nature, which was really rare. And today, that day. It started to rain and then pour. I've been saturated like this before and never minded, always embodying it. Yet yesterday was different. I had a time constraint. I needed to be back to head off to my chiro appointment. I allowed my anger to surface and I saw a level of control. Clearly can't read my handwriting. And I worked it out. And neither of us took our phones. As we were near to approach within all my sacred rage, I said to my sister, we're turning back. So we literally got to the ocean and I was like, nah, I'm turning back. I can't do this. And we did. I did observe, feel. I did observe that I didn't project my anger and this energy that was surfacing to my sister. So yay, go me. Old me would have gone fucking bananas, right? And I can recall a certain New Year's back eons ago, complete mirror opposite. So that is the backstory in its own way of not coming out perfect. So now, as my fingers hurt holding my red texter, I am allowing to sit with desire and asking myself internally what I desire and how. As in my session, when Andrew was guiding me through the belly breath to use my muscles, he says the lower belly is associated with desire. And as he continues to share and storytell with me, giving me an example, desire to buy a car, desire to be in a new relationship. And before he can continue, I blurted out a new life. And that was where the dirt hit the rubber. The emotion I was feeling ever so tightly was inside my body. And even on my drive in, as I drove past my beloved Mount Wollumbin, where usually I am filled with joy and excitement, this time I was numb, shut down and flat. And then back to the floodgates, opening and releasing of this emotion that I didn't want to feel. And as I blurted it out, all I had been secretly whispering to myself, finally giving it a voice. So I was already feeling the emotion even before the healing session. Liberating it from within was what I needed. So as I sit here, the sun rising behind the grey clouds, I allow the word desire to dance around in my thoughts, my mind, and my body. Asking myself, what do I truly desire right now? And I allow myself to perhaps, for the first time, to ask what I desire instead of working my desire around an ill parent. Where for the last 25 years, what I worked in with, where for the last 25 years, what I want, removing family circumstances, family program, and conditions. I've always worked around it. So this time, I'm going to explore desire without the bullshit program of it being a sexual desire. So it's as it has been set as a program of taboo. So this desire that I am now sitting with is the desire of what really desire is, and we've also been programmed for desire to be a sexual reference or a sexual embodiment, but you can desire so many other things, and there's a whole other can of worms in relation to the creativity through the sexual energy and stuff. So stay with me as I journey, unpack, and see what this level of desire looks for me. My life is fruitful, and I have always lived my life for me. But here I truly, but have I truly, is what I ask myself right now. For me, since my dad transitioned over back in 2022, I haven't felt like myself, or at least the version of myself, or the identity prior to that marker point. As I went through life, this present reality, questioning it even more, not from the outside, yet this time from the inside, as is it as it all swirls, moving around in the body, the mind, the soul, all of it. Come journey with me as I open my heart yet again, which on the table with Andrew had me open the chest and heart, and I asked if I still needed to hold this pose, and he said, yes, you need to keep your heart open. And I was like, wow. Ha ha ha, funny, right? Come journey with me as I unpack desire through the mind's way of moving forward, what it believes in bringing me meaning, pleasure, safety, and expansion, revealing what I long for beneath the surface, connection, expression, and aliveness. The physical desire as energy in motion, esoteric a signal of the soul and where it is becoming, and for fun, desire as an inner compass. Whispering more of this. This feels alive. And then there we have it, folks. A part of me died with my dad. How big or small part of me died, I don't know. And it doesn't matter at all. All I know, all I realize is that I am dead, yet alive in this paradox because of the day of his passing. I crossed over the threshold too with him and haven't felt like myself since. That identity died with him. The last 4 years have been in a womb. I have been in a womb, a cocoon, in darkness, and now the rebirth initiates. This isn't a new identity forming, it's a becoming of who I really am. Not the condition of a parent's death, another parent's illness, family dynamics, yet me. It's not the becoming of a new identity. It's the shedding of a constructed one. And it's not becoming someone new or a new life. It's remembering who remains when the false layers fall away. So there you have it, folks. Sharing my story. Stories between strangers is definitely something I do want to bring more of to the world, whether it be my story or the story of other strangers, because we all find comfort in sharing a story with a stranger who is not going to judge us and who actually may see an aspect of themselves and resonate with that. So thank you for receiving. Until the next story time.